once in the last 25 years, and I won't be in the next 25. And don't call me Pop.
Not much doing this evening, Pop. I mean, Lieutenant Kennedy.
I remember lots of quiet evenings. They usually end up with a murder.
Hello. Dave Britton? Hiya, Dave. What?
Hey, Mr. Detective, what do you mean by not showing up to the house to dinner tonight? I'm not telephoning either. A fine thing keeping us waiting. We had a steak that thick, smothered with onions.
Let me hear what he has to say.
Say, I've been busy, Jim. Plenty busy. You ought to see what I got.
You have who? Hey, Foley, and O'Brien, get going in the squad car down to 7th and Main. Dave Britton's got Manny Spirello, and he's got Sam Dover spotted. Great work, Dave. Squad car's on the way. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I tried to.
Stop stammering and speak up.
You'll wait for me while I go after Sam, won't you? Sure, I'll wait right here. No kidding. No kidding is right. Much obliged.
Why, you...
That's bad language to the rest of your crimes.
Come through that door, Britton, and I'm letting loose.
I am coming up, Sam, and you won't shoot.
If that door moves, you're going to get it.
All right. Here I come. All right, let's see how brave you are.
I'm standing right here waiting for you.
Get ready to shoot, Sam. Don't miss. It won't be long now.
What's the matter?
Shh, a burglar. Where's the fire escape? All right, Sam, you can shoot now.
You're going to come out? Come out.
I'm waiting right here for you. What's holding you back? Back down there, Sam. Put that gun away. Come on, drop it. Oh. I should have let you fall. You'd have broken your worthless neck and I'd have saved the state a lot of money. Come on, Sam. Your boyfriend Mandy is waiting for you. We're going to take a little ride to the jail. Come on.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Dave.
Hello, Sarah. Hi, Lieutenant.
If it's dinner you want, we already had it.
So have I. I had a steak with the inspector, that thick, smothered with onions. He certainly was pleased over the conviction of Spavallo and Dover.
Take a load off your big feet.
Sure. Where's Mary?
Hello, Dave. How did the inspector feel about some of those convictions you didn't get?
Well, I'll admit some of the big ones did get away. But, of course, they had really high-pressure lawyers. Smart mouthpieces.
Go on, Dave. Why don't you say shysters and be done with it?
All right, shysters.
All of them?
Well, 95% of the lawyers are pretty swell.
Now about that other 5%. You wouldn't include an attorney like Raymond Cortell.
Raymond Cortell? Why, he's the worst of the lot.
Is that any way to talk about my boss?
Well, that's one way to talk about him.
No, not to hurry. I haven't been late once in the last 25 years, and I won't be in the next 25.
Haven't I heard you mention that before?
Oh, now, don't fight, children.
I promise.
All right. Good night, Dad.
Come on, Nanny, get your hat on. I'm on the late shift tonight. We've got time to catch a show.
Oh, fine. darling, what do we see?
It's a surprise. Hurry up.
I won't be a second.
See that you don't. Hello? Yeah, I'll call her. Mary.
Yes?
It's for you.
Okay. Hello? What? Yes, I have the brief here. Mr. Cortell wants to work on it tonight. All right. I'll make it as soon as I can. I have to go to work.
Again? Why don't you keep regular hours like other people?
Why don't you?
I've told you before, in my kind of work, I got to keep crazy hours to get anywhere.
In my kind of work, too.
Oh, no.
Now you promised Father you wouldn't fight.
Well,
Ready?
what are we waiting for?
Come on.
Murphy.
What an elegant specimen. We don't know who he is, but we found this on him. Mr. Charles T. Conrad, representing Owen and Company. What else was he doing besides representing? Trying to sing.
Yeah, like Bing Crosby.
Crooning. How do you mean?
You know.
Oh, if he was half that bad, he ought to get 30 days. Give me his valuables and put him in the cooler.
Yes. Get over.
Is C.H. Gorham at the Hotel Plaza? You bet, right away. Detective Bureau. Assault and attempted robbery at the Hotel Plaza. Okay.
Come on. Come here.
Come on. I don't want to get up.
Yes, sir. Take a run up there with the detective assigned to the case.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on, get out.
Mrs. P.H. Gorham. I saw her picture in the Sunday papers with her 5 ex-husbands. Boy, she's got millions, and young I did.
It's a good thing I'm going with you. You might try that roguey smile of yours on Mrs. Gorham.
It'd probably knock her for a loop.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, it was a terrifying experience. Perfectly horrible. Oh, I'm completely unnerved just to look at me.
A pleasure, Mrs. Gorham.
Mrs. Gorham, would you mind telling us what your assailant looked like?
Well, you see, he was really quite good looking. Yes, really handsome. And a gentleman to his fingertips.
And you invite him up here.
How did you know that?
Did you know this man well?
Which man?
Your assailant.
Oh, yes. Yes, he said we were old friends, that we'd met in Long Island, but I didn't think so.
He picked you up? The dirty masher.
Young man, did you come here to apprehend the criminal or to insult me?
Why, madam,
What did he hit you with?
Well, you see, if you must know, it was a whiskey bottle.
How did he happen to hit you with a bottle?
Because as I came in, I found him at my jewel box, of course. He had an exact imitation of my blue diamond tiara. And he was trying to substitute them. You see, he got them and I picked them up. Now, you see, in the real one... Oh, dear. Oh, which one is the real one?
Please, Mrs. Gorham, what did he look like?
Just like any other nice-looking young gentleman, of course.
No, his clothes.
Oh, very smart clothes, yes, extremely smart.
The color of his suit.
Now, what color dress clothes does a gentleman usually wear?
Dress clothes? With a high silk hat?
Of course.
And a white choker?
Naturally.
And you scratched him on the cheek, the left cheek.
Well, how did you know that?
That's what I get paid for.
Well, and why all this silly nonsense? Why don't you get the man? If you're so intelligent, where is he?
You'd be surprised.
Where are you going?
To follow a hunch, come on.
Oh, my head.
Conrad here has worked for me for a long time. I'm sure he meant no harm, just celebrating. It was his birthday.
Well, birthday or no birthday, it's up to you to see that he does no more celebrating tonight.
Thank you very much.
And thank me, Mr. Owen.
Sorry if it was any trouble.
No trouble at all. It was a pleasure.
Yes, Mr. Conrad, I know you just left, but you're coming right back.
Can't do this to him.
You'll find out.
What kind of monkey business is this? I just let Mr. Conrad go.
This is Ritzy Conrad.
It can't be. He dropped out of sight 10 years ago.
Well, he dropped back inside again tonight. He's the baby that bashed Mrs. Gorham on the head.
You better watch your step. Have you ever heard of the penalty for false arrest?
I'm booking this man.
What's the charge?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Why, he was here in a cell, drunk all evening.
Not all evening. You remember that old fox in the hole gag? Parking the body right in the police station for an alibi? Why, Ritzy Conrad used to be an expert at it.
Dave, are you sure?
Smell his breath.
Inhale and exhale. Come on. Let's have it.
Well, what about it?
Perfectly all right to me.
No liquor at all?
Not a drop.
And what do those scratches look like to you?
Fingernail.
Right, Mrs. Gorham.
Do you realize what it means if you insist on arresting this man and then find out you're mistaken?
You keep out of this.
Book him.
You'll regret it. You certainly will. My attorney is Raymond Cortell.
I've been waiting a week for an appointment with Mr. Cortell.
I'll wait longer than that if I can see him. That's all I can tell you. One of the staff may be able to see you, but I'm sure Mr. Cortell is too tied up.
We must see Mr. Cortell.
I'm sorry.
Our son.
I brought this letter from Senator Bailey for Mr. Cortell.
I'll see if Mr. Cortell gets it. Mr. Peasley, would you mind taking that, Mr. Cortell?
How long do you think I'll have to wait?
I'm sure I couldn't tell you. Won't you be seated?
Thank you.
The man brought this from Senator Bailey.
Take it to Mr. Arnold. He knows all about that matter.
Here you are, Mr. Cortell. $2,500.
Good day, Mr. Owen. Please don't worry about the case.
Well, he's an old employee of mine, and I don't want to see him get into any trouble.
I understand.
I realize it's expensive to get you to handle the case.
Oh, I'm not handling the case personally, really now.
Oh, of course I understand that, just so long as your office is handling.
You have nothing to worry about. Good day, Mr. Owen.
Thank you.
Peasley, will you step in here, please? Deposit this, please. Who is there available to handle a minor case coming up soon?
Everybody's pretty busy right now. Except me.
What about this Miss Kennedy?
Mr. Cortell, you can't be serious. Why, she's never handled a case in court before.
There was a time when I never had. No, Peasley, she has something. Something that might be of great value for a jury. Yes, I think she can do all right.
Yeah, she seems to be doing all right.
Ask Miss Kennedy to come in, please.
Yes, sir. Miss Kennedy? Mr. Cortell wants to see Miss Kennedy.
Good morning, Mr. Cortell.
Good morning, Mary. Sit down. How would you like to handle a case?
You mean all by myself?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do you really mean?
Oh, come now. It's not a really big case.
Oh, but to handle it all by myself. Me alone.
Sit down, Mary. I'll tell you all about it. It's Gorham versus Conrad.
Well, I'm certainly glad to see you here, Mr. Cortell.
Well, what are you doing here?
Just a spectator. I came in to lend you a little moral support.
Oh, thank you.
Is Mr. Cortell going to represent my assailant? Why, if I had known. Oh, isn't he handsome? He's such a gentleman.
Preliminary hearing on the case of the people versus Conrad. Is Mrs. Gorham in court?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
The state is ready.
Your Honor, I represent counsel for the defense. Your Honor, I hesitate to waste the time of this court, from what is probably nothing more or less than a lover's quarrel. Oh, did you ever
quarrel? Don't let him get your goat, Mrs. G. Alice in the court?
If it please the court, I move that this charge against the defendant be dismissed on the grounds that the complaint fails to state a crime has been committed.
Indeed. The complaint reads that the defendant assaulted the complaining witness with a deadly weapon.
The complaint reads, assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a whiskey bottle.
That is right.
Then the complaint does not state a crime has been committed. A bottle is not a deadly weapon.
I'd like to have a dime for every guy I've seen put to sleep with one.
Your Honor, I ask you in all fairness, is this a deadly weapon? If it is, I'll gladly have my client plead guilty.
But the complaint distinctly states that it was a whiskey bottle.
Your Honor, this is a whiskey bottle.
But it was a quart bottle.
The complaint did not so state.
Complaint dismissed. Call the next case.
Thank you, Judge.
People versus Graham.
That was splendid, Miss Kennedy.
Fine work, Mary. Very proud of you.
And this is just...
A new and watertight complaint will be drawn up. That crook will never get away with it. I'll be up to your apartment tomorrow morning.
Well, you can come up if you want to, but I'm leaving for California tonight.
Oh, Mrs. G. Do you realize what you're doing, leaving the state? You owe it to yourself to testify and help put this criminal where he belongs.
I've wasted enough time on this silly poppycock. I'm definitely through with the whole affair. If ever I do come into court again, Mr. Cortell will be my attorney.
I want to bring charges against that detective for false arrest. Yes, we ought to make an example of him.
Nonsense. He didn't seek you out to hurt you personally. He believed he'd apprehended a criminal. We believed he was wrong. I guess we proved he was.
But listen, Miss Kennedy... No, Mr. Owen. I think it wiser to let the whole matter drop. Miss Kennedy's quite right. Just as you say. Well, thank you again, Miss Kennedy.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. There was a jip, I tell you.
Will you dry up?
Better luck next time, boys.
You don't think I'm sore, do you?
Of course not.
We'll have to hurry, Mary. Busy afternoon.
Will I see you tonight?
You handle this case like a veteran.
Oh, do you really think so?
Perfect. I'm going to let you try some real cases.
You will.
Well, I gotta go. I haven't been late
In the last 25 years.
And I won't be in the next 25.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Mary.
You think you're smart, don't you?
I must be. I'm on the eligible list for promotion.
No.
See you at the station later.
All right. Oh, gotta go.
Well, what are you so excited about?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking what a big break you're getting.
Oh, you mean because of the cases I've won?
Oh, I was thinking about a bigger break for you than that.
A bigger break? Dave, what is this?
I'm eligible.
Oh, you always were eligible. Is this a proposal?
Well, you don't understand. I passed the civil service exam. I'm eligible for promotion. I just found out and rushed up here to tell you.
Well, I should think you would. Oh, Dave, that's marvelous. Then this is not a proposal.
Who said it's not? Say, they'll be making me a detective lieutenant any time now. After that, there's no stopping me. I can go right on to captain.
If you had no job at all. And I'll marry you anytime.
All right, then. Marry me tomorrow.
Not so fast. I'll just keep on with my work until you actually do become a lieutenant.
No.
And you see, dear, the money that I make will at least help us to get started.
No. Every day in this work of yours takes you further away from me.
Oh, darling. Just until you actually are promoted.
No. Well, all right. All right. Until after I'm promoted. Then you're through at the cartel office.
How's that, Tim? Hello, Dad? How are you? Listen. Well, don't bark at me. It's Dad. He wants you.
Hello, Pop.
Don't call me Pop.
Oh, yes, I will.
It's right on his way. I told him to swing by the house and pick you up.
Some trouble up at the jeweler's building. I've got to go downstairs and wait for them. They're going to pick me.
Hello.
I'm not asking you to give up your career for me.
Oh, fat chance.
Good night, darling.
Turn on the light. The switch is by the door. Hurry up, please. Oh, please, hurry.
Oh, so you're on this case. Well, maybe you can make yourself useful for a change. Everything I have has been taken. My insurance won't cover 1/10 of it. I'm cleaned out. Never mind that now. Tell us what happened. Mr. Charvet. You know the big firm of Charvet and Sons. Well, Charvet called on me this evening to sell me some diamonds. I've been here only a few minutes. We're busy looking at some of the stones. All of a sudden, a man wearing a mask came through the window from the fire escape. He had an automatic in his hand. Charvet made a break for the door, and the robber shot him from behind. And he tied me up in his chair, put a gag on him. I was absolutely helpless. It was awful, simply awful. See him go through that safe and take everything, absolutely everything.
Where did the bullet hit him? Right in the back of the head.
Oh, that check. Hey, this robber cleaned out Mr. Charvet, too, didn't he?
Of course. Did Mr. Charvet carry very many diamonds? About $200,000 worth. Get the janitor of the building. Bring him here. Yes, sir.
Did this assailant tie you in the chair here by the phone?
Naturally not. He had me over there by the wall.
And how'd you get over there?
I rolled the chair across the floor inch by inch. You can see the marks on the linoleum.
Mr. Owen, when we came in, your hands were tied to the chair. How'd you manage the phone? That's a dial phone.
That should be obvious to you. After loosening the gag by scraping it on the edge of the desk, I picked up this pencil with my teeth. Then I dialed the operator with it. Naturally, she phoned headquarters.
Uh-huh. Would you mind showing me how you did it?
No.
Use this one, if you don't mind.
Disregard that, operator. There you are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Owen. Hey, you're pretty smart, but you made one mistake. You didn't dial that phone by holding the pencil in your mouth.
Well, what do you mean? He just showed you?
Yeah, he says he dialed the phone with this pencil. Look at it. There's no marks on it. But when he actually did dial the phone just now with my pencil, look at the teeth marks on it. Aren't they beauties? This man dialed the phone with his finger.
How could I dial it with my finger? I was all tied up.
Sure, you were tied up, just like this. Houdini made $1 million getting out of a tie-up like this. For all I know, Mr. Owen here made the same amount by simply reversing the process and getting into it.
Of course, you realize this is ridiculous. Why should I rob myself?
Don't kid the police. You didn't rob yourself. You robbed Mr. Charvet when he brought the jewels in here to sell you.
If you believe this, why don't you search me? Search the office. Search the whole building.
Are you being insulting or just childish? How long did you say you've been tied up?
A little over an hour. Here's the janitor.
Did you see anyone leave the building within the last hour?
No, sir.
Are you sure of that?
Mr. Owen stepped out a minute to mail a package.
Oh, Mr. Owen mailed a package. How big was it?
Oh, about the size of a cigar box?
Did Mr. Owen see you?
No, sir. I was in the office on the first floor, closing the windows.
About what time was this?
Oh, about 5, 10, exactly 35 minutes ago.
How do you know?
How do I know? Why, because right away the mail truck collected the mail from the box. It's the last pickup at night. They always come by at 9:45. That's how I know.
How did you know it was Owen? There are no lights in the building, and the lamp post by the mailbox isn't lit.
I know, but tonight it's a full moon. That's how I recognized him.
Pardon me. Hello, headquarters. This is Detective Dave Britton speaking. Get the post office to hold up a package picked up at 9:45 from a mailbox in front of the jeweler's building, Broadway and Canal Street. No, I don't know. I don't know who it's addressed to. No, it won't have any return address on it. Come on.
Look here, what are you doing?
I'm arresting you for robbery and the murder of this man.
Why, this is outrageous. I never heard of it.
All right.
But you're crazy.
Okay, Doc, I'm through. Okay. Hey, you. Go on about your work as if nothing had happened, but stand by. I'll want you for a witness.
The district attorney is positive he can get a conviction on Owen.
The district attorney is always positive.
But you haven't told us anything, Mr. Cortell. Why, this is the most sensational case in years. My paper wants news.
Your paper wants news.
My paper wants news. I want something we can print.
Owen is innocent.
That's what you say, Mr. Cortell.
I bring that up now.
Yeah.
There's no news in telling us that.
I grant you the evidence looks damaging, but we all know to what lengths the police will go to get evidence. I've never said this before, but I'll stake everything I own in this world, even my professional reputation, on my faith in this man.
Mr. Cortell, that doesn't prove that Owen is innocent.
But I cannot believe in my heart that any jury will convict this man.
You say no jury will convict him?
How can you prove that?
How can I prove my belief that no jury will convict Owen? I'll tell you. I don't feel it necessary to appear personally at all.
Well, if you want, who will?
Miss Mary Kennedy.
She's pretty young.
Oh, but she's handled quite a few cases.
but she's won quite a few, too.
Well, she's won every one she's tried.
Yeah, but they weren't big cases. Say, you must faith in Owen's innocence.
You must have a lot of faith in Miss Kennedy.
I have both.
Just what angle has Miss Kennedy got on it?
She hasn't any.
How come?
What do you mean she hasn't any?
Why, she must have. She's going to handle it.
Well, it just so happens that Miss Kennedy does not yet know that this is her case.
On a big case like this?
One of the most sensational in the year?
You mean to say she doesn't even
Yeah,
know
listen,
it?
why don't you let her know?
I'll have Miss Kennedy come in here, please.
Grab a picture.
All right, let's get a picture now when she comes in. Okay, here we go.
Oh, what are you doing? What is
Well,
all
these gentlemen represent the press, Mary. Don't be frightened. They're friendly.
I'm getting your picture, Miss Kennedy. Come and talk about your picture for me.
Come on, another go. Give me another go. Am I picking up on this? Go on, get in this, too.
Give me a nice smile, Miss Kennedy. There you are. That's swell. That's great.
What's Johnny letting her handle this case? You think he likes her?
Don't you get the psychological effect on the jury and the public? A policeman's daughter defending Owen.
Oh.
Now, if you'd be so kind, I'd like to know what I'm in for. A beauty contest?
It means that I've told the boys that you are to handle the Charvet murder case.
Me? Defend Mr. Owen?
You, Mary.
Have you got a statement?
What have you to say?
Yeah, just what are your chances for winning?
Have you any idea of your plan for the defense?
Come on, what do you say?
I don't know what to say except that it's too wonderful.
Mr. Cortell's in conference. No, not this afternoon. He'll be in court.
Would you tell Miss Kennedy that Detective Lieutenant Britton is here?
Detective Lieutenant Britton?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
About 15 minutes ago.
Permit me to congratulate you, sir.
Thanks. I am lucky.
You are indeed. Go right in.
All right, now just hold that pose. Thanks, sir. That's fine. Thanks very much.
I feel like a prima donna. All right, boys, just one more picture, that's all.
Oh, let's make a good one now. Let's make a good one.
Dave!
Isn't it great?
Great! Marvelous!
Well, go on in there and tell him you're through.
Well, what are you talking about?
Your promise.
What promise? Oh, but you promised me I could go on working until you actually do become a lieutenant.
Whoa.
Oh, Dave, you've been trying to show it to me all the time, and I must have been blind. Oh, I'm so thrilled. I'm so glad. I know how much it means to you.
Sure, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to us, too, doesn't it?
Oh, of course, darling.
Well, how about it?
What?
Oh, I want you, Mary. I want you to marry me now.
All right, Dave. Now, anytime.
Oh, gee. I never knew a guy could be so happy. Well, go on. Go in there and tell him you're through. Oh, well, what's the matter?
Well, the Charvet murder case.
Well, what about it?
Oh, it was silly of me, but I got the impression you knew.
Knew what?
I'm defending Owen. Oh, Dave, can you imagine if I win? What it'll mean?
Then your promise to me means nothing.
Oh, of course it means something. It means a lot, dear, but don't you
Are
see
you
now...
drawing away from the sweet little girl I used to know? What's got into you?
But, Dave...
Owen is guilty, I know it.
Oh, Dave. The police are trying to make a victim of Mr. Owen. Oh, please, try and understand.
That's just the trouble. I do understand.
How about a paper now, Miss Kennedy? Come on, please. One break.
Dave, please! Don't lose your sense of humor.
All right, now hold it. That was a fine one.
Great.
Yeah. Hold it. That's fine. Thanks very much.
Great, that's great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I've got Owen. Have him come in.
Thanks for getting me out of that cell.
Oh, don't mention it. I just wanted to relieve you.
You're very kind.
I just wanted to relieve you of $10,000.
You mean just for a retainer?
Just for a retainer. My dear Owen, do you realize that the district attorney has a little package that was mailed in front of the jeweler's building?
Suppose he has.
The package happens to contain the diamonds that were stolen from Charvet. Unfortunately, it also contains the pistol with which he was killed.
What has that to do with me?
Well, nothing. Nothing at all. The janitor of this building identifies you as the man who mailed that package.
Oh, why? The police have that poor devil so bamboozled with the third degree that he's ready to swear to anything.
Perhaps, but I've investigated it. He's worked under bond for the jeweler's building for a long time. His evidence in court is not to be held lightly. So you see, my dear Owen, this is not a large retainer. If that janitor appears in court, his testimony will be exceedingly difficult to refute.
If he appears in court. I see what you mean.
Why, I don't mean anything.
Oh, no. That's right.
Good day, Mr. Owen.
Good day.
Yes?
Lieutenant Britton is here.
Send him in. Well, Britton, I'm glad to see you. We've got about as sure a case as it's ever been my pleasure to prosecute. I guess it's in the bag.
Mr. Morrison,
What's the matter?
that janitor, Max Schultz, he's gone.
Gone. Out of the state?
I take that for granted.
No fingerprints. No serial number on the gun that killed Charvet, but we did have one perfect witness, that janitor.
We'll get him here before the trial is over.
I've been waiting a long time to get Cortell. I'd hate to have victory slip out of my hands.
I'll find out where that janitor is.
If you can, Lieutenant, more power to you.
I can.
But even if you find where he is, if he's in some other state, there's no law compelling him to come back here.
If I find him, I'll bring him back.
I believe you will. Good luck.
Yes, Mrs. Parker. I'll tell him you called.
Is Mr. Owen in? Mr. J.C. Owen?
Yes, I'm sure he is. Shall I announce you?
No, thanks. Just get me Gramercy 3500, will you?
Number 5, please. Gramercy 3500.
Hello. Charlie Conrad? Max Schultz is back in town. The police have got him hidden out.
When did he get back? Who's this? Hello? Hello?
Hello, operator.
Mr. Owen, who's calling, please? Just a moment, Mr. Conrad.
Hello. What? It sounds like a phony to me. Well, never mind. I'll take up on it. Operator.
Yes, Mr. Owen. Fairfield 7527? Yes, I'll hurry. Long distance? Get me Max Schultz at Fairfield 7527, Westbury, Connecticut. That will be 10 cents, please.
Very reasonable.
You can't make me go with you. I tell you, I got business here.
Since when have you been in business? Anyway, the most important business you could have would be to testify at that trial. We police try to help you. You've got to help us.
I simply can't go. Not now. It's hard to explain, but I'm scared.
Never let a crook scare you.
No?
Oh, well, think it over. I'm going downstairs and buy a cigar. It's all yours, boys.
Say, what is this?
You're Max Schultz, ain't you?
Yes?
Well, what's the idea of talking to that copper a minute ago?
Why, we were just... Shut up. What are you trying to do? Put the finger on us? Finger? I don't understand. Say, who are you? What do you want?
He wants to know what we want.
Can you imagine that? Go on. Tell him who we are.
Okay. Jack Owen says you're all right. That's good enough for us. We're friends of the big shot.
Big shot? Jack Owen?
Owen. You know, the guy that just bumped off Saga. He says you're a right guy. We're gonna let you in on the knockover of the season.
No. What do you mean?
You know Trigger's jewelry store here?
I've seen it.
That's the place we're gonna knock over. And while we're coming in the back, you're gonna be the front.
Me?
Sure. You're gonna pretend to buy a lot of ice and get them to bring some of the best stuff out of the safe. We'll do the rest.
They'll never suspect you. And if any shooting starts, why, just drop on your kisser and stay there. You know, like they did during the war.
He's got the idea, all right.
Now, get yourself sparkled up, partner, and we'll be back for you in an hour.
In an hour. Hello, is this the office? Make up my bill, please. I'm checking out of here right away.
Yeah, where you going?
You have no idea how glad to see you.
What's the matter?
I've just decided. I'm going back with you to test whatever you want. Yes, sir. You cops helped us, and by golly, I'm going to help you. And quick. But we got to hurry.
Only a few days in court and you're ready to wind it up. I'll go to the office. You don't need me here. You're the same as acquitted now. Thanks. I feel that way about it myself.
Look. The Schultz isn't district attorney.
I'm glad to see you, Mr. Schultz. Sit right down over there. Good work, Lieutenant.
Easily. Go get into the hotel, quickly. Run.
I never would have believed I could enjoy beating a woman.
Why not? If you're going to marry her, she'd be a better woman in the end.
What's the matter?
What are we going to do?
Where'll I find it? Fowler's bookstore across the street, and be sure you bring the right one. You have 5 minutes before court convenes. Now hurry.
What will we do?
Not we, you. You're going to prove this state's witness is nothing but a liar. At least you're going to prove that it's completely unreliable.
But how?
By a trick. Don't the police use every trick they can to get convictions? Mary, if you throw Owen down now, it's just the same as signing a confession of guilt. Would you balk at a trick when an innocent man's life is at stake?
Get on there, the judge. Rise.
Now look around, Mr. Schultz, and tell me if you see anyone present whom you saw post this package on the night of the murder.
That's the man over there.
The defendant?
Yes, sir.
And what did he do?
Just like I told you. About a half an hour before the police came, he went to the box, looked around, pushed the package into the box, then hurried back into the building.
Did you see him by the light of the street lamp?
No, sir. The lamppost was out.
By the light from the building?
No, the building was also dark. But the moon was out, shining full.
You could see him clearly by the light of the moon?
Yes, sir. Just like I see him now.
That's all.
Thank you.
Just a moment.
Huh?
Sit down.
You're a witness.
Mr. Schultz, you're Max Schultz, who wrestles at the Turnverein, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. How did you know?
Oh, I like wrestling.
Yes?
I've heard about you.
Is that so?
When was it you wrestled Callahan? Let me see. About a month ago, wasn't it?
Oh, no. That's almost 5 weeks now.
That's right. I remember you got a fall on it.
Yes.
Then you wrestled for a long time.
That's right.
How did you happen to throw the referee out of the ring?
Well, I couldn't see.
Couldn't see. Terrible responsibility rests on your word. You, a man who confesses, he couldn't see clearly enough to distinguish between his opponent in a brightly lighted ring and the referee.
But I couldn't help it. He had a headlock, and I couldn't...
You couldn't see, is that right, Mr. Schultz?
Yes, ma'am, but
I cannot believe that any jury would put a man's very life in peril on your say-so. After all, a referee and a wrestler look quite different, don't they? However, Mr. Schultz, you've already testified you could not identify the defendant by the light from the building. Is that right?
That's right, I couldn't.
Nor by a street lamp.
Certainly not. How could I? It was out.
And how did you see the defendant? How did you recognize him?
By the light of the moon.
You're positive the moon was shining?
Very positive.
And it couldn't have been a light from another street lamp?
No, ma'am. The next lamppost was more than half a block away. The moon was out, shining bright and straight down.
Max Schultz, if I were to tell you that on the night you say you saw and recognized the defendant, it was the dark of the moon, would you still swear you saw the moon?
Swear? Sure I'd swear. It was the moon, all right.
But if I were to read to you, there was no moon.
Huh?
If I were to read to you, there was no moon.
Oh, don't worry. I know the moon when I see it.
The rest of your days would be pretty miserable, wouldn't they, Mr. Schultz? If you were to send a man to his death.
Death?
Merely to prove you couldn't make a mistake.
Huh? Well, I was pretty sure it was
You
the
said
moon.
you were positive.
Well, anybody can make a mistake.
Now, then you could have been mistaken when you identified Mr. Owen, couldn't you?
Lady, anybody can make a mistake.
As a matter of fact, you've seen the moon more than you've seen Mr. Owen, haven't you?
Sure, I've seen it more.
And yet you're not sure you saw the moon. As a matter of fact, you didn't see the moon at all, did you?
Maybe I didn't.
Maybe you didn't see Mr. Owen.
But lady, I just told you that I was at the... I guess not.
That's all.
Now, don't let yourself be confused, Mr. Schultz. The moon was shining the night of the murder, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Mr. Schultz, tell the court. Isn't that the man you saw post that package that night?
Oh, please, mister. Everybody can make a mistake. How can I tell that? I don't know.
Have you reached a verdict, gentlemen?
We have, Your Honor.
How does the jury find the defendant? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
I'm sorry you lost, Dave.
I've lost convictions before.
Oh, Dave, don't act like that. We mean too much to each other.
You mean we did? Now it's all over.
Oh, Dave, you don't mean that.
You're not the girl I fell in love with. I still dream about her. You've turned into somebody else, somebody I don't like at all.
Oh, Dave, I beat you.
You didn't beat me, Mary. You've got the part mixed up. Cortell's the magician. You didn't think up these shyster tricks by yourself.
Cortell's the brains, he does the act, and you run down the footlights waving the flag and taking the bows. Cortell walks off with the guinea pigs and the pigeons and the velvet.
Dave!
Mary, you gave one of the finest performances I ever saw in a courtroom.
Do you really think so?
Oh, you're a genius.
Oh, I wish I could believe
Oh,
it.
Mary, you're famous. I'm very proud of you.
Hello, Dad. Enjoying your supper?
Yes, enjoying my supper.
I won. I won, Dad.
Yes, you won.
What's wrong? I thought you'd be proud of me.
I was proud of you, Mary. Bursting with pride. But all the time I was growing afraid.
Afraid of what?
Afraid that someday ambition would win over your heart.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to be ambitious. You wanted me to study law.
Yes, I wanted you to study law. It's a noble profession. Most lawyers are fine people. I wanted you to know what was right and good and straight. I wanted you to be somebody better than me.
No one could be better than you.
Somebody smarter.
Well, haven't I grown smarter?
Too smart. You're all head and no heart.
Dad, you're prejudiced. You and Dave both. I feel I'm serving justice.
Mary, darling, you believed Owen innocent? Did you?
Am I standing trial?
Yes, you are.
You police. You use every device, fair or foul, to get what you want. Threats, force. You're after convictions on circumstantial evidence or any evidence at all. But if a defense attorney uses one of your tricks, you cry to the high heavens that we're tricksters.
You're sidestepping. It's as if Cortell's words were pouring from your lips.
What's wrong with Mr. Cortell?
Has Cortell so corrupted your mind that you don't know what's wrong with him, even after what you did in court today?
Dad, you have no right.
Right. Cortell hides, safe and comfortable and rich, behind his respectability. He's worse than a murderer, for he springs open the cage that turns these vultures loose on the world. What has ambition done to you?
Ambition's no crime.
Sidestepping again. You're living a lie. I never would have believed I'd live to see the day I'd be ashamed of you.
Ashamed of me? Telling me I'm living a lie. Acting proud of my success one day, turning on me the next. Ashamed of me. You ought to be ashamed.
Come in. you seen the papers this morning and what they said about you? You ought to be the happiest girl in the world. That, my dear, is success.
Success. I never thought success could weigh so heavily. I feel as though I couldn't go on.
Oh, you poor darling. You're overworked, overstrained. I realize your problem. Drifting away from people who don't understand you, people who don't even think in your language.
But how do I know I think in the right language?
Mary, I'm a lawyer. I can prove how I feel about you. Now, not a word. Just look at this.
Raymond Cortell, married Kennedy, attorneys at law.
That's how our stationery will read from now on.
Oh, I'm to be your junior partner.
So allow me. I am your partner.
Oh, I can't believe it.
A little dinner tonight at the Savoy for Mr. Carwell, Judge Bingham, and a few lawyers and their wives. I want you to meet them.
I'd love to.
As a colleague. Yes?
Mr. Owen to see you, sir.
Ask Mr. Owen to come in. Your partner's a very busy man. Will you excuse me? I'll see you later.
Mr. Cortell will see you now, Mr. Owen.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Cortell. I just dropped to see you about that bill you sent us this morning. Isn't $30,000 rather high?
For a complete acquittal?
Well, you know how much money I've spent on this trial already. And there's been some extras, too. Besides, I haven't been able to do any business.
Oh, don't tell me things I already know. I've sent you 3 bills already. I want that money tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
I expected it today.
Well, I'll try to have it for you.
You'll have it for me. Otherwise, I shall be compelled to make things very uncomfortable for you.
I think I know where I can get it tonight.
I don't care where you get it. Only be sure you get it. Good day, Mr. Owen.
Well, I guess I'd better be going, Mr. Cortell. I have a lot to do.
Shall expect that item in the morning.
Anything much doing tonight? What's the matter, Bob? Are you sick?
No, I'm all right.
Don't worry, Jim.
I'm like a stranger to her.
How's she been acting to you?
Well, she's been acting all right, Dave. She spoke to me nicely today, and she was smiling just as if nothing had happened. She was real polite, like she thinks I'm just some poor old man. There's been a war growing up between us, Dave, and today Cortell made her his partner. And now it's a big wall between us. I'm going home.
Hello, Lieutenant. Thanks for getting me on the radio car detail. It's grand.
That's good.
My district's out in your neighborhood. Let me drive you home.
No, thanks. I'd rather walk.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant.
Well, all right.
Calling car 23, car 23, 15th and Sycamore, a man beating his wife.
Then we got nothing to do with that.
Calling car 27, calling car 27. Go to the Ball Jewelry Store. Burglar's there now.
That ain't us either, but it's just around the corner. Hey, listen. We can get there ahead of 27 or anybody. Step on it. Moran! Knock open that door and go through. I'm going around the alley. Up! Pick up your hands! And keep them up. It would be you.
Well, what about it?
A lot about it. Keep them up. No gun, eh?
get an ambulance and move quick.
Who did it, Lieutenant? Who did it, Pop?
What's the matter, Mary?
Father's been hurt.
Anything serious?
I'm afraid so. He's at the hospital. I'm going there now.
I'll go along with you.
Oh, please. You have Jeff. You better let me go alone.
No, Mary, I insist.
Oh, no, please. Please stay here. I'd rather go alone.
As you wish.
Mary? Is that you, Mary?
No, Jim. This is Dave. Dave. Who shot you?
Dave? Dave?
Yes, Jim. Who shot you?
It was Owen. Owen did it. Owen.
Owen.
His daughter is out in the hall. Dave, how is he?
He may pull through.
Oh, Dave, how can you be so bitter to me at a time like this?
At this time more than ever.
Father's so badly hurt.
Yes.
Dave,
I just found out who shot your father.
what difference does it make who shot him now?
It was Owen.
Oh,
Yes, Owen. The man you changed the moon for. You turned a murderer loose. What did it mean to you? Nothing. No, not until that murderer turned on you and struck down your own father. That's a different story, isn't it? You're responsible for what happened tonight. You and that smug, respectable god of yours, Cortell. You don't want to believe it, do you?
no. I don't want to believe it. Forgive me, Dave.
Cortell made you let Owen shoot your father.
I'm going to Cortell. I'm going to tell him
That's
I'm
just
going.
what you must not do. I'm going to get Owen and Cortell, but you've got to help me.
Oh, I'll do anything.
Owen will try to communicate with Cortell. Go to the office. Act as if you trust that partner of yours.
Couldn't.
You must. Keep your eyes and ears open. All I want is to find out Owen's whereabouts. I'll work out the rest.
You may come in and see your father now for just a moment.
Dave. Dave.
Mary.
Hello, operator. Get me that long-distance call again. Hello? Mr. Cortell. Oh, Mr. Cortell must be in by now. Tell him it's important. Tell him it's Westbury calling. He'll know. Hello. Oh, I've been trying to get you all morning.
Have you got the $30,000? I never take a second case from a client who hasn't paid me for the first.
No, but I can get the money if you'll defend me. Yes, but you can fix me an alibi. You've done it before, haven't you?
Don't be any more of a fool than you have to be, Owen. No, I'm not turning virtuous. I'll come right down to cases. Simply a matter of percentage with me. I don't care what you or anybody else does. If you've got the money, I'll take the case. But you haven't got the money, Owen. Not enough money for this case. Not after shooting a policeman.
Why, you... I wouldn't have been so quick to use a gun if I hadn't thought you were behind me. Well, you can't do this to me. You're just as bad as I am. I'll get you. You see if I don't.
Oh.
Florence, where is that call from? Long distance? Westbury? All right, give me a line there.
Yes, just a moment. Lieutenant Breton. Telephone.
Hello? Yeah, I know it's you. Well, don't tell me what he said, Mary. Did you find out where he is?
Well, I can tell you this much. He's phoning from Westbury. I can't tell you any more now.
You don't have to tell me anymore. I can trace that call. All right, don't worry about me. I know what I'm after.
Anything wrong?
A call in regard to my father.
Can I help in any way?
I've got to go to the hospital. Goodbye. I hope everything will be all right.
Well, I wish I could go with you, Mary. Would you like to use my car?
No, thank you. I'll take a taxi.
Keep your hands up. Now, Mr. Owen, I'll trouble you for that gun. Keep your hands up, both of them. Keep your hands up, I told you, both of them. I thought you were making it too easy for me.
If you just give me a chance.
Like you gave Jim Kennedy? Like you gave Charvet?
I'll do anything. Absolutely anything. Cortell told you where to find me, didn't he?
And you thought Cortell was a friend of yours?
He has no friendship for anything except money. If I could only get a chance at him.
Maybe we can arrange that.
Wilson! Wilson?
What are you doing here?
I had to talk to you.
I told you I didn't want to see you.
Where's my servant?
Wanted to see you so badly that no servant was going to stand in my way.
Get out of here.
I've got something for you.
Oh, rough stuff, huh?
You're welcome to look for yourself.
I want you to get out of here and keep away from me.
You're my lawyer. There's no law against my being here.
You've gone too far. You're not anything to me anymore. I tell you for the last time, get out.
All right. I'll go. You know what I've got in my pocket here is worth a lot of money. An awful lot of money. Come on over by the light and take a look for yourself. Come on. They're worth 100,000.
More. Well, what do you expect me to do with them?
I owe you 30,000. They cut up every one of them so that no one could ever recognize them.
Are you sure of that?
Absolutely.
This is a little out of my line, you understand that?
Of course, of course. But if you'd only take them and let me have a few thousand so that I could get out of the country, no one will ever know. Come on.
Let's call it a deal.
It is a deal.
Don't move. Let's get one from this angle.
I've got every...
Lieutenant.
Yellow.
Shut up, Court. Your clients usually pay you with money from their stolen goods. This time you took a shortcut and just took the goods. Now I've got the goods on you.
Smart copper.
Smart lawyer. But you can't figure on living by tricks without expecting tricks to turn on you. Let's go.
Come on, sweetheart. I want to show you the moon. It'll be there.
From now on, I'm going to spend all my time looking after you.
Huh?
And you.
And your love business. The right kind.
Hey, I'll tell you when you can hug and kiss.
When?
Right now. Boom! Mackerel.
What's the idea, Pop?
Where are you going, Dad?
To the station. I'm late for the first time in 25 years.